Sunday morning, boys and girls, cronies. Sunday. It's a beautiful day outside, and I'm inside the job, but that's okay. I'm out of here soon. I'm just gonna stream quick, and then I'm gonna get the heck out of here. But it's beautiful out there. Like, check it out, yo. Oh, you can't see through the window, can you? But yeah, it looks good. Okay, guys. So, title of the live stream: How to know you're not ready for piecework drywall. Very, very, very easy to tell. I'm going to show you some things, okay? And if you're doing any of them, you're not ready for piecework drywall, okay? So first things first, I'm going to show you my drywall, okay? Boom. All right. So my drywall, for example, when you look at all my boxes are nice and pretty, okay? Tight, no messing around. How to achieve that is you never put screws close to your boxes, okay? You put them far away from your boxes, router it out, and then screw it off. And also, when you screw off, you know, well, hey, BJ, what's happening? So how's it going, my man? So for example, when you are screwing off, you see how far away my screw is? You gotta be 12 inches away from your boxes. I got screws all along the bottom track where they're supposed to be. And my normal screw is a little bit lower than that one. I raised a little bit because there's the box, okay? If you screw too close to that box, that screw's gonna freaking bust all the time, okay? So you would definitely want to avoid that. The second thing is, you'll notice with my screws, I'm not going to have to go down and tape anything down here, okay? I barely have to bend over to hit these with my trowel, okay? Just a little bend down, boop, boop, and it's done. Never put a screw in the wall lower than your knee, okay? Your knee, dudes, that is where you stop the screws in the field, is at your knee. And then the bottom track. 1 inch in from the studs, 1 inch in from the end of the bevel. You don't screw in the corners or within 1 inch of a corner or it'll break. Same thing here. You screw in here, you're going through track, stud, possibly hitting a wafer as well, okay? Simple stuff, guys. There's drywall, steel stud, all this stuff is about discipline. Having the discipline to be like a machine, okay? You don't see machines making things and robots making things and being creative with their systems, do you? No, you don't. You gotta be a machine. Think like a machine, okay? And you do everything in order, okay? You don't jump around. You do it in order. So for example, I start my wall here. I go and I'm going. I get to the corner here. What do? There's a floater stud on the other side of this wall, right in here. Well, I lock it in. Because you gotta lock the inside before you lock the outside. Okay, same thing here. Another floater and in a doorway even. You get it in, you lock it in. Then you can finish your drywall. You can put this piece on. After you insulated it, if it needs insulation, then you continue, right? Same thing here, guys. Right? I'm drywalling. I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta finish this. So I gotta jump inside first. All right, lock the stud in. Boom, boom. Okay, then I go on the outside and finish. So now you're gonna ask me, now, Chris, so why don't you do the drywall the inside of the wall first? Okay, it's a very valid point. The reason why I don't drywall the inside of this stairwell first is because we're waiting for them to come and cut this railing off and move it over. Also, there was a sprinkler pipe in there and we had to wait to see if they were gonna move it. So what we did is we decided to get the inside of this room done so we can start taping, okay? Because we want to tape an entirely complete room, okay? We don't want to be jumping around the job site, taping a piece here, taping a piece there. No, we want to work in order, always in order, okay? Also, I want to show you one more thing before we go up and I'll show you what else happened. Look at my window. You see the joints in my window? Little joint there, little joint, little joint, little joint, little joint. Okay, see the joints? Remember that, okay? Just remember that. Whew. So also, yeah, so now this whole room is complete. And when I now jump into the stairwell, my floaters are locked in. Everything's ready to go. After I insulate it, it's ready to go, okay? Let me think here. Okay, fair enough. Let's go upstairs. And you notice the cleanliness. You see how clean I keep my work? Hey, Jugador, Typico, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. How's it going, man? You see how clean everything is? And there's a reason for that. One, for personal safety. You don't want to have all the dust and garbage on the ground while you're screwing off your bottoms and the dust from your guns blowing it in your face. Two, and for tripping hazards, okay? The smaller things, like conduit, are ankle breakers. That's what I call them, ankle breakers. Anyway, so the second thing is you don't want to get garbage or debris behind the drywall as you're trying to screw it in, or you're going to get it busting out. Clean, clean. And finally, cleanliness. Bosses come in, or the client, even worse, the client comes in, sees it nice and clean and organized and complete. That is how you keep clients, okay? They come in and they see what it's like up here. You might not be keeping them. How's Cruiser Mac doing, man? Freedom, baby. Okay, right off the bat, you can tell that the floaters were left. Okay, they did the outside, and it's silly because they didn't even finish it, right? So this one piece, okay, this one piece was put on, right? And they could have locked in this side here, I think. That piece, or no, well, this piece too, but they could have just put a piece in the door like I did downstairs, right? You just put your door piece in and a leg, lock it in, and then drywall the outside after you insulate it. Look at box number 1, box number 2. You see, the taper's got to tape that. See that? That's no good. That is no good there. Okay, this is way not good. I don't even know if we can tape that. Look at this, all right? So that's been routed like a cowboy, way too big. Oh, shit. Sorry, I'll have to call you right back, buddy. So yeah, and also look at the guy's got screws right at the box, and you can see how it's busted. You don't do that. You want to be up above, even in the bevel. Okay, go 6 inches above and 6 inches below. Okay, but you'll end up screwing in like say around here, and then you got the bottoms. Okay, like look at it, and that's why you clean why you clean the floors, guys, because it'll all bust out. Yeah, even Eddie could do better. Eddie, my man, what's going on? Good to see you, my man. But look at the garbage. Look at the garbage. Look at the disaster, the garbage and waste and Tim Hortons cups and everything, right? Garbage everywhere. Look how far off the sheet is from the wall there, right? Like, look how far up it is. It's only supposed to be a ½ inch, guys. I mean, that's not the end of the world, but I mean, it gives you like, now this is a floating wall. Okay, that top, you want it nice and mint, right? So you don't have to tape the darn thing. So now it's got to be routed out and fixed or whatever, you know. But yeah, like there's just some crazy stuff. You see all the misses? All the misses haven't been taken out. Like the corners, like how the corners are left like this. I mean, how this is done. You see how the corner is out? Well, what happened is they put this piece on and went to back cut it. This was not screwed in, so it was out. So when they back cut it and broke it and then screwed this in, it sucked in. Yeah, this Tim Hortons, I don't know. I keep hearing about them. Another super ignorant thing is we never put screws in the bevel that low. Like you want to come up a foot, okay? 1 foot. So these screws are in the right spot. But see this screw right there? That is an unnecessary screw. And now it has to be taped, right? That one's a little questionable, but this one has to be taped. Now, if you look, he's done it on every sheet. Hey, me again. What's happening, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Like multiple broken corners. Just some wild stuff. Like, I counted 18 boxes up here. 18 boxes up here that were blown and misrouted. That's $40 back charge per box. That's $720 that this guy basically had been working for free all week because all the back charges, right? Just in boxes alone, guys, just in boxes, there's $720 of back charges, right? Like, how's me again doing, bro? Hey, like, it's just unreal. Like, guys, you can't do this. You cannot do that. Right? And so also, I want to show you a couple other things. See, when you're drywalling around a door opening like this, the idea is to measure from the very bottom of the first cutout. In this case is the truss. Same thing there, that truss in the pipe. You measure the very bottom of that. You push your sheet all the way into it. Right? And you hang it either to the top of the door frame where the track is, or if it's on the corner, down below 6 to 12 inches. Now, there's going to be, like, there will be a butt joint, but now they're going to have an other joint to get the bottom hat of that joist in. You get what I'm saying? More joints, more joints. Now look at this window wall. You see mine downstairs. Okay? Now, you got to drywall all the way up to that beam. Why did he stop the sheets halfway up to the beam? Why is he doing all stand-ups and not doing one laydown, right? And then we'd have one nice butt joint up, or bevel joint on a laydown at the top, and that would have went all the way. And I see 4, 8, 12, so maybe a little piece in the end, but still, okay? You have to minimize your joints, man. It's critical, guys. It's a huge difference in the taping. Also, like, I've been seeing a lot of this and a lot of left-in misses, but the mullion, this is not finished, okay? This is not finished. The drywall has to go all the way to the mullion with a return that is pressure fit in towards the mullion. So now I don't even know how to fix this, really. I'm going to have to cut it back and put some angle, blah, 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 blah. Freedom, baby. Canadian style. Yeah, I love it. It's awful. This is really bad work. And I really hate harping on guys, but I need to show you guys so that you know. All right? Another example. If you guys didn't notice the first time I showed you, a full sheet was used here. And the leg all that was cut out. All of this was cut out. That's not how it's done, okay? You find a piece, I'm sure you could probably find a piece of scrap that would go from the top. Oh my God, Cruiser, no, I can't not put up with this level, this badness. This drywall is it's just, not that this guy can't learn. He can. This guy, he just needs some direction. Okay, and some supervision, and he will be fine. There's a lot of good traits in here too, but he needs more practice with routering and things like that before, I don't know who decided to let him on his own, that's for sure. But this would have been a piece, right? And then a leg. So Eddie, but when we're pieceworking the taping, okay, which we piecework the taping. This drywall, I will not piecework up here. I will not. I will refuse to because there's too many repairs. And I don't mind. I will tape it if you're paying me to tape it. That means you have to pay me by the hour to do it, right? Or let me back charge $40 a box like you're supposed to, okay? That's the problem here. Because whose money now is that coming out? Whose pocket? Who's that money kind of be coming out of now, right? It's either going to be the companies or like the guy who drywalled it. Certainly not mine because I'm not stupid enough to go and piecework this, right? But yeah, just mud it up. No, you're right. And at the end of the day, it will be just mudded up, right? Okay, so one good thing on these walls, his actual screwing off isn't the worst. Okay, he's got good depth in the screws. Okay, I haven't seen any that really need adjustment. So he's got the depth of the screws good. The spacing on the bevels is good. Okay, he's just a little low there and a little high there. If he, so what I do when I'm drywalling is I put a screw and tack in every 2 feet while I'm drywalling, so that when I go and everything's locked in, then I go back and screw off the bevels. I know to put a screw in between those at the 1 foot. So I screw off every foot in the bevel. Right? But yeah, there's still like missing screws. You should complete everything as you go, okay? Either as a piece worker or a drywaller. So this room here, this room here should have been completely drywalled, okay? And then the outside of it could have been insulated, and then when he went over to there, entirely drywalled, okay, before moving on. I love you too, Eddie, buddy, and the girls. Make sure you tell them that. This is hilarious, guys. Now this is just funny because it's not the first time I've seen it, and I'm sure it's not the first time you've seen it. But it's full 12-foot sheet over the door and routed out. Full sheet over the door. You see that? Full sheet over the door. So there's a bevel there, a bevel on a door stud, which is a no-no. You can't do that. So what should have been done here, guys, is it should have been cut into the first stud, okay? It should have been cut into the first stud above the door, and it would have been, because that's probably 48 right there. Then you see the bevel too on the boxes? That's a problem too. That's a problem. So if you would have cut to the first stud, okay, the boxes would have been out of the bevel, because now when we tape it, it's going to be messed up and the plate might not fit properly or flat. It just is what it is. It's more of a headache, right? Than anything. But yeah, if you're going to piecework, you have to understand that there's other pieceworkers coming behind you, right? So piecework framing, then piecework drywall, then piecework taping, okay? All the pieceworkers have to work together to make it as easy as possible for each other, okay? That's how piecework works. I know, and you know what? I was honestly thinking of doing that, Dave. Most of it is like unacceptable. Like, I mean, in the rooms here, we can leave it, right? Like, but it's just like, yeah, it was really bad. So, I got to tell them I got to figure this out. Yeah, I mean, no, yeah, maybe, who knows, actually, right? But I mean, there was like only a couple of boxes that were done right. Like, so many blown boxes I've never seen, like, just unreal. So, it's just crazy. Oh yeah, and last thing here. So outside corner, and then there's a bevel. Okay. Outside corners, you never put a bevel on, no matter what. You never, ever put a bevel. And number 2, guys, when you're routering out your edges like this, don't leave it like this. Take your rasp and just smooth it. You just rub your rasp along that, and it takes all of this fuzzy stuff off. Okay. You don't leave it like that for the taper to deal with. Right. And it's just a disaster. I mean, first thing the electrical's all done. Even if the electrician wasn't here, I would have got all of the electrical stuff out of here right off the bat. It's just in the way, all this stuff. I just would have taken it down and stored it in the back, out of your way, right? Now it's a total disaster. It's all in your way, right? Like, oh man, this blows my mind. Like, I don't understand, when you got a drywall all the way up to that beam, why you stopped the drywall halfway? Now there's a butt joint the whole way too, right? So now we got all these joints going this way. We also got one going this way. So, But I mean, nice guy. He's just not ready for piecework. He just needs some direction and a little supervision, and things will be all good for him, I'm sure. He arrives on time and stuff like that and works late, so that's good. Arriving on time is a huge thing. Hey, hold on here, let me catch up. These guys aren't following your channel, bro. I know, they're definitely not. You're dragging it, a little freaking Canadians. Hey, man, what's up, Bob? Good to see you, bro. Seems like they measured their sheets from the floor and stopped at 12 feet at the end. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. See, that's probably what happened. Like maybe the guy didn't realize that it's an open ceiling. So, guys, when you see the lights in like that, up in the ceiling like that, and the sprinkler heads facing up, you know this is all exposed. All right, that means you got to complete all the way up and finish tape all the way up. Okay, you understand that? So and you see the smoke alarm up there, you got a smoke alarm, you got your lights up there, and your sprinkler heads are facing up. Yeah, so the project manager asked me to keep an eye on the guy, and so I did, and I'll be reporting back later this afternoon. I'll be calling him to plan out the next moves. So, but yeah, I got this all ready to go. So when I come tomorrow, I got to go to another job first thing in the morning. But when I get here, probably by between 11 and noon hour, I'm going to drywall the bathroom first. I'm going to get all this finished back here. You guys will be amazed how quickly this will actually get done back here. It took me a day to finish the front wall, all the detail work. Because yeah, it just takes time to do this funky stuff around the windows and all that, and all the returns and stuff. But yeah, so. And I got the inside of this vestibule done. But yeah, man, I definitely gonna be talking and planning where to go from here. I don't mind teaching. So yeah, one of the things that I've noticed lately is that there's a lot of jobs going on, and all the guys are split up, like 2 guys here, 2 guys there, 2 guys here, 2 guys there. So, and a lot of the ones that I've seen with my own eyes, they need supervision and they need more training. So it would make more sense if you had, instead of having 5 crews across 10, or wait a minute, 5 crews, let's just say 5 crews across 10 jobs. You get all those 10 guys in one crew, and you go and you bang out job to job to job. Not only will they be completed quicker in the end, much quicker, we'll have supervision and organization, so things will be getting done in proper sequence, and the guys feed off each other, okay? Because once they see one guy doing massive good quality, then it seems to get better, plus there'll be someone, I'll be there to train guys who don't know, or I can watch and make sure they're doing it right at the same time as doing my own work, doing work myself, okay? That's how I do it, right? Yeah, so waste is huge, guys. It's bad for the environment, for one thing, to be so wasteful, okay? But it's also very expensive. Material's very expensive now. So you got to be careful. Like, you guys don't understand. The companies are going to realize, like, okay, I don't know why these jobs are always running over and this and that. Like, I'm sorry, but when my sheet counts, like, are always perfect. Like, I like, my sheet counts are perfect, okay? Like, I don't mess, like, once in a while you break a sheet, okay? But I usually can find somewhere else to use that sheet. So you got to be very careful and plan, So for example, like, that's how you would have done that one upstairs, okay? Instead of putting a sheet over the whole door and routering it out, you would have cut the first one into the first 16, and then you would have pieced in a leg. Simple as that. Yeah, and you always have to check your layout so that your bevel joints don't land where the boxes are, because that's a big deal too, right? Much harder to tape, and it's harder for the electrician as well, right? I mean, obviously sometimes you can't help it. Like, look, right? Box, right? But there's also one there that's not on the bevel, okay? Not on the phone died, so it's plugged in now. I gotta go. I love you guys so much. Be safe out there. I'm sorry, my phone died. Oh man, I said I had another hour to go, but it still died. But I wish everyone well. Thank you so much for coming. Great crowd today. And if you guys have any questions at all, please leave them down below in the comments. Okay, guys? Now that I said my piece, I can stay on for a couple of minutes, but I'd like it to. I probably should shut up. I don't want it to power down while I'm live. No. My phone died, guys. Awesome. Man, Cruiser Mac, me again, Dave, in the shop with Tom, Dibs. Oh, guys, man, Eddie, everyone, man. So glad to see everyone. Jugador, nice. Oh, yeah. And I got another thing I got to get going. And BJ too, right on, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. But anyways, I want to wish you all a great day, okay, guys? Be well out there. Am I using automatic tools? Yeah, so we have, like for taping, we got boxes and stuff, and we're rolling on the mud too now. It's like we're using all kinds of systems to make it go faster. We're getting pretty good at the taping, pretty happy. So this job here will be a good one because we're staying on good track because there hasn't been any like changes and stuff like that. With the last job, there's so many changes that it was a real pain in the bum. Skimmer, yeah, I got the whole skim coat kit and all the skim blades and everything. Yeah, it's going really, really well, actually, the taping. And I'm going to be showing more of that, too, as we go. Hey, Super Chat, thank you so much, man. I missed that one, but I appreciate it. I appreciate whoever did that. I'll check later, but it didn't pop up probably because my phone died. Oh, yeah, me again. Yeah, right on, my brother. Thank you so much, man. I might buy one. So, yeah, like the Columbia tools, we use a lot of Columbia tools. But also have the Latool Parfait kits, right? The perfect tool, like the Parfait lists or whatever, the Latool Parfait. They sent me their whole line of tools, which are handy, but I don't know where to get them because they're in Europe, right? So that's kind of crazy. But Level 5 and Columbia, those are two like brands we can get in America that I know really well. Hey, thanks so much, Tom. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, dude, thank you so much. These days, maybe it's $5. Yeah, no, I can $2 US. I can get a beer with that, no problem. Yeah, boys, I'll pick up a 4-pack of Grosh when I'm done here. And I actually gotta get on a phone call too. I told somebody I'd help him design his. He's building something out of steel stud, so I was gonna help him with that, with the design there, over a Zoom call, but I need to go back in my YouTube comments now and find him and hopefully get in touch with him because I didn't do that yesterday and I should have. But yeah, oh man, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys. I wish I could show you the tools, but they're kind of like in the back of my van, and I got them packed in the front there and stuff too. But I'll do a full thing on all the tools we have at some point. Probably early in the week I can do that. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day, guys. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. Okay, Kronies. Yeah, boys. Have a great day. Bye, Cruiser. Bye, guys. Very cool, man. Very cool.